What if your mornings started out with coffee in your lanai, weekends spent by the pool, and your evenings just a short drive to Disney fireworks? That dream is real here in kindred Kissimmee. With payments from the mid to high 2000s, this Jemison floor plan gives you a brand new 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home in a lifestyle you can't find anywhere else, including 3 resort-style pools, multiple gyms, dog parks, sports fields, playgrounds, and miles of trails right outside your front door. Let's begin. If this is your first time on my channel, welcome. My name is Joe Denny. I'm a Florida realtor and mortgage broker. We're going to show you a beautiful home in Kissimmee, Florida today. On this channel, we go all throughout Florida looking at all these new construction opportunities. Stay tuned to the end. We're going to talk about some numbers, where we're at, how the home buying process works, and we'll even talk about some of the top employers in the area. And if you haven't already subscribe to the channel. We're on our way to 6,000 subscribers. So you might not be ready for that phone call yet with a realtor or a mortgage broker. So I got a VIP list. I have a QR code on the screen and in the description as well. On the VIP list, you'll be able to enter your criteria to tell me what you're looking for, whether it's Kissimmee, St. Cloud, Davenport, Lake Nona, Ocala, Miami. I can then get properties sent to you as soon as possible, and then we can kind of communicate via text message if you would like, or a phone call. We can do a Zoom call, or we can see some of the properties in person. So get on the VIP list so we can get properties sent over to you. I'm in the office today till 10 p.m. Eastern. So if you're watching this video and it's 8:50, 9:50, call me up, send me a quick text introducing yourself. I work later so that my hours are more flexible for clients like you that are working hard at retail jobs. You might be in different time zones, so that's why my office is open later to help you out. One of the things that I really like about this move-in ready home is that you're walking distance from the amenities. So this is the 3rd clubhouse right over here. They're gonna have a pool, the gym, the playground. It's gonna be the mailbox station over there as well. On Saturdays, like on the weekends over here in this community, they do farmers markets here. It's a very, very vibrant community vibe over here. So if you're looking for that community family feel, this is it. But if you're looking more for like that secluded lifestyle, like Ocala, the Marion Oaks, I do that as well. So this video might not be for you. It's gonna be a lot of noise, a lot of kids here, a lot of partying, barbecues. This is for that person that wants to build a community over here with all of the amenities. There is an HOA, there is a CDD. This is the video that is the opposite of what most people are like, oh, I want to see no HOA, no CDD. No, this is it. This is the HOA, this is the CDD. This is tons of resort style amenities, and they built a K-8 school in the community as well. Now, currently, that actual school is only zoned for the 2 communities, which is Tahokwa and this one, Kindred, as well. But pretty soon they'll be able to bring in other kids, I heard, from other areas, because there's kids outside of the communities that, well, their parents want them to be in the school. I don't know if the kids really care that much. But this is a look at your park right over here. Now we can't go to the pool because there's people there and I can't really record the people that are in the pool, unless if I come super early in the morning one day to kind of get some footage. But yeah, you saw that walking distance to the amenities, which is their 3rd amenity center, which, over the years, the first 2 might have gotten a little bit older. I mean, I haven't been to them, but this one is the freshest one, is the 3rd amenity center. Now let's walk back to the property itself to give you guys an idea of what a gem I found for you guys today. By the way, for those of you who don't know, and I'm not a CDD expert at all, but a CDD is kind of it's a loan, and it's also, you pay it back 2 ways. You pay it back in your property taxes, but you're paying back the loan part, and then there's a maintenance part in the end. So basically, a CDD gets attached to your property taxes. It was money that the developer took out to build the infrastructure, the amenities, the street lights, the streets. And the reason why they do it, I think, is so that they don't have to increase the property's actual pricing of what the property costs. So they do it within the CDD so that it just gets added to your property taxes. And then there's 2 parts of the CDD. So there's the big loan, and then there's like the maintenance afterwards. So sometimes you'll have the first part of the CDD for like 10 to 15 to 20 years, and then the other one, which is for life, it's gonna be like the maintenance. Now, this is our subject property. Move-in ready, 3-2, on a waterfront lot. Let's begin. So, right off the entrance, you can kind of see that you got a little porch area here. So you can put some seating out here, possible some decorations as well, as long as the HOA approves, because we're in an HOA community, so there are rules and regulations when you are in an HOA. This will be your beautiful view every morning, unless if you go to your backyard where you'll be seeing your water view. Got these cute little pink flowers in the front. This is your foyer, your entrance. Tucked away is your laundry room. Right over here in the front. Then you're gonna have access to two-car garage. A bit smaller than the other ones. We are working with 17.65 by 18.46. And from floor to ceiling, we're going to have 8.60. I've said it before. One of my things is, and there must be a reasoning behind it, but they don't include the garage door opener. I mean, you would think you're spending like $300-400K, it wouldn't be that crazy to add it. But there's probably some reasoning behind why they don't include it. But if that's a deal breaker, you just let me know and I'll make it work. I'll find a way. So you're gonna have your smart lock right away, which you'll be able to use that to open your door with the keys or the numbers. And then you'll kind of see like, boom, quick set right over there. Now, throughout the house, you're gonna see these fancy looking like light switches. The actual system that it took to put those in, it cost about $1,500. There's a few $1,000s, but what's cool about it is you can actually pop some of them out and you can replace them. So if you wanna put like, let's say like a motion sensor or something like that, then you can do that as well. Now, there's multiple floor plans available with the builder. There is a floor plan where when you walk in, right over here, you'll have your dining area. So this is more of an open floor plan down that way, whereas they have split floor plans where it's open here, closes off, open over there. If you want to see the other video, just let me know and I'll send it to you as well. Down this hall, we are going to have access to your first bathroom, right over here. So we got 2 bathrooms total. Then we have your tub, nice little deep tub in there. Air handler is gonna be in here, some storage over here. And you have very clean carpet in the rooms. I'm not digging the paint color, kind of creamy for me, but it's whatever, it looks good. Small little closet right over here, nothing too crazy. Here's what I really like about this floor plan. So, this could be like a 2-bedroom with its own, that's the 3rd room, by the way, or the 2nd, or however you want to call it, with double doors. That could be like your dedicated dining room. This could be a great home for someone who just needs to use 2 rooms and then they want to use that for something else with the double doors. So this is a 3-bed, 2-bath, and this is your kitchen. You have this long open living room over here where you can put your massive TV right over here, your furniture here. You kind of got to figure out where you're going to put like the dining table and everything. And then you have these beautiful views of your water in the back with your nice size lanai. And the builder gave you backsplash. And you also have the hardware as well. I've been to the same builder in different communities where they're not going to offer that hardware. And you got the soft close as well. This is where the refrigerator will go. Depending on the incentive, they may or may not provide the refrigerator. If that is a deal breaker, you let me know, because I am the deal unbreaker. Not sure if that makes sense. These are your water views. Now, if you don't want a water view, there's other homes available for sale as well. But this lot, this is a very premium lot. So you're not gonna have any neighbors back there except for the fish and the ducks. Lanai is a very nice size, so you can enjoy that beautiful Florida weather while enjoying your coffee. Now, let's go into your second room. But first, where is our pantry? That is a very nice sized pantry. The thing about this floor plan is it's only 3.2, but they made a very good use of the space. It's the layout very nice. So you got over there you have that little closet, and then you have your double doors right over here. And then you kind of put some seats right over here as well. Now, if you need like a 4-bedroom option, let me know, because they have 4 bedrooms as well. Whereas something like this could be $2,700 a month, 28. A 4-bedroom could be around 28, 2,900. So for like possibly like $100 more, you'll be able to get like a 4-bedroom. So now we are in your primary. Now, definitely the biggest room. Your dimensions are going to be 13.77 by 13.09. Absolutely massive master bedroom over here. Absolutely basic bathroom. I like it. It's nice. You got a very nice, upgraded finishes here. Massive mirror there. I like this closet. This is a very nice sized walk-in closet. And I like the toilet has a poop door, so that has some privacy there as well. So you can get your business done in there and nobody bothering you. But look at that. Just imagine brushing your teeth over here and you have that beautiful view. You get the water view over there. All right, welcome to the next part of this video. We're gonna dive into a bunch of details, so let's jump right in. We're gonna talk about the VIP home list, where I'll send properties your way based on your criteria, and I'll give you a deep dive of like my website, so you kind of can get an idea of like how to navigate it and everything. We did the walkthrough of the property itself. You got the drone footage as well. My direct contact number is 407-759-5677. That's my cell phone number. So if you want to get in contact with me, that's going to be the direct number. Some of the top employers in Osceola County and nearby as well, you're going to have Walt Disney World Resort, Universal Orlando, SeaWorld, and then for medical, you're going to have Advent Health, Osceola Regional, School District of Osceola County for educational side of employers. And then you're going to have Neo City Tech Hub, Lockheed Martin also in the area as well with jobs, Siemens Energy, and then Darden's Restaurant. If you're looking for a job, those are some of the top employers in the area. There's a bunch of small businesses as well. Those are some of the top employers in the area. Let's talk about proximity to key landmarks. Downtown Kissimmee, 5 to 10 minutes away. Like Dona Medical City, 15 minutes. You want to get to the airport, Orlando International Airport, 20 to 25 minutes. Walt Disney, about 25 to 30 minutes. Universal's 35 minutes away. Then we have hospitals within 10 minutes. Shopping and dining. There's the grocery stores like within 5 minutes of the place, of the address. You have shopping and dining and entertainment within 15 to 20 minutes. You have access to the Loop, where there's gonna be a bunch of restaurants, entertainment. There's a movie theater as well there, where on Tuesdays, they actually give you a special for the movies. I think it's like $7. So go on Tuesdays. Local schools within 1 to 2 miles. There's actually a K through 8 school inside the community. Currently, at the time of recording, it's zoned for the Kindred community and the Tohoku community, but there's plans to eventually expand other outside communities to also have access to the school. And coming soon, don't know how soon, the actual street that connects Kindred and Tohoku, which is Cross Prairie Parkway, is gonna actually connect to St. Cloud to the Cross Prairie community. So there's gonna be a massive development over there. There's gonna be the lagoon over there, a bunch of amenities. So you'll be able to have You'll be in between like 3 awesome communities, in my opinion, over the next few years. It's definitely this is gonna be the hot spot of Kissimmee, that whole strip right there on Cross Prairie. Let's talk about the actual floor plan. Out of all the 3 bedrooms that I've seen in the community, it's definitely one of the best ones. The layout's pretty nice. We have prices in the low 400s, 3-bed, 2-bath, 1614 square feet. They actually have a 4-bedroom option in the community that's not, square footage wise, it's pretty close. So you can imagine if they were able to get the same square footage on a 3-bedroom, everything else is a little more spacious on this 3-bedroom. The 2-car garage, 1-story, all concrete block. Now, some of the features, it's gonna be the open concept kitchen, quartz counter, stainless steel appliances, spacious, great room, covered lanai, smart home pocket. Now, in the actual community, you're stacked with amenities. So you got the 3 pools, the 3 gyms, the clubhouse, playgrounds, dog parks, sports courts, and trails as well. And there's a school inside the community, like I mentioned before. Talk about a home buying tip. So depending on when you want to buy a property, your closing date, they prorate the fees to buy the house to the day of closing. So they prorate the taxes, the insurance, the interest. So closing later in the month is actually going to save you some money on the closing costs, and closing earlier in the month, it's actually going to cost a little bit more because there's a collection of prepaid interest that the mortgage company is doing, that the bank's doing. So when you close later in the month, you're staying less in the property, so they're charging less. The following month, your mortgage payment's not going to be due yet. So if you close in October, you're not going to have a November mortgage payment. It starts in December. If you close in November, you're not gonna have a December mortgage payment. It starts in January. So you get a little breathing room with those few weeks. And it's not that you're living for free, it's that starting in the month after that, the interest is collected now in arrears for the prior month. So that's kind of how that works there. I wanna give you guys a look at the builder's website to kind of show you kind of like what they got going on here. So let's say we're looking at this property here. So you could see actual pictures of what it looks like, stages as well. And this is like one of their model homes. So this is going to be the Jemison. Yep. So you see they put like some panels here to like decorate it. You could do that as well. You can kind of see where the double doors are at right there, and they put like an accent wall here. So you can get some inspiration as well from these photos here. Definitely get some inspiration from some of these photos here on how to stage your home as well. If we were to go on the builder's pricing estimator tool, which I'm gonna show you on my website, I have one as well. But in certain scenarios, if the builder has a preferred lender where they're doing incentives, sometimes it makes more sense to use their lender. I don't mind giving a second opinion. Sometimes they're giving incentives like extra closing costs and reduced rates that I just can't beat. Just being transparent here, I'd rather you get a good deal than me to get 2 deals. Here's what happens. If you start with an outside lender and you drop down on these numbers here, you'll be able to kind of see like at a 5% down on a 30-year mortgage, the down payment is right around $21,000. This is with the outside lender. And then I'm sure you would like the preferred lender with the incentives that they have. So you'll be like in the 6s, and property taxes are here. This is gonna be mortgage insurance, home insurance. The HOA is only $11 a month. And the reason why they're able to have so many amenities with such a low HOA is because in your property taxes, there's also what's called the CDD fees. Now, I also help with properties that are not in CDD or HOA areas. So if that's your thing, reach out to me and I'll get you a custom list with no HOA and no CDD. But the CDD, and I'm not a CDD expert at all, it's kind of like a loan that was taken out and it's paid back through with your property taxes so that they don't have to charge you more for the homes. And they did that so they can build out the infrastructure of the community, and they were able to like build like the street lights and then like the roads and then all of the amenities. Now, there's 2 parts to the CDD. There's a loan that's being paid back, and then there's the maintenance. So the loans are for a set number of years, maybe 15, 20, 30 years. And then after that, what happens is the maintenance portion is gonna be lower, so the CDD can go down. So there is a scenario where in the future it can go down. Another thing is, they're doing their best to try to figure out what the taxes can be once they're reassessed. See, some builders don't do it this way. They'll just quote you on the taxes on the dirt only, whereas with D.R. Horton, they're trying to be super transparent. They even put their numbers on their website. Like, you can see everything here. Some builders don't do this. So in this scenario, with a 5% down with an outside lender, you'd be in the low to mid 3,000s. But if you were to do, let's say, an FHA with an outside lender, 3.5% down, you'd be at 14,630 up front. With the outside lender rate, you'd be at 33 a month. But here's what actually happens when you use their preferred lender. So the rate's gonna get better. So instead of being at 33 a month, you're gonna be instantly at 3,000. But at the time of this video, it's not even on the website, they have a 3.99% rate. So this number is actually lower. You're gonna be in the mid to high 2000s. So been doing this for a while, and I've been to this community several times. About a year or two ago, I don't remember there being a scenario where you can get in for like a single family home under $3,000. And the reason why that's possible now is because the actual interest rate is being lowered. And the way that that happens is that the builder's mortgage company is covering, the builder's covering it because they own the mortgage company. So they're able to cut you a deal. And these are fixed rates for 30 years. They also have a scenario where if you wanted some sort of adjustable rate on a conventional, I think there was like a 3.875, but I'm not too big on adjustable rates. I'm not an expert at adjustable rates. I've done a lot of mortgages so far, but all of my mortgages have been with like fixed rates. But if you want to figure out adjustable rate scenarios, we can definitely help you as well with that. So it's gonna be some of the numbers that are gonna be on the property itself. Now, I wanna give you guys a look at what's gonna happen when you scan the QR code. You're gonna have access to my link tree. And I wanna take you down the journey to kind of show you what some of these things are on my link tree. First thing is the VIP buyer intake form. This is the VIP list. This is where you're gonna fill out your information should you want properties emailed to you right away if you're not ready for the phone call. Because if you are ready for the phone call, just call me or text me or get on my calendar if you prefer to do that, however. But if you call me, I'm at an appointment, I'll call you back the moment that I can. Open till 10 p.m. Eastern. So VIP buyer intake form, a few questions: location, property price, tell me where you're looking. Tell me what type of property we're looking for and the price. What's your timeline? Are you currently working with an agent? See, we're in a commission only scenario here, so I don't want to step on any toes. If your agent's been showing you a bunch of homes and you kind of still want my help, there are scenarios where I'll be able to work with your agent and we'll both make money versus you just ignoring your agent and then going with another one. It's not the nicest thing. So are you currently working with an agent? Yes or no? And would a mortgage be needed? And that's when we got to figure out, are we looking at like resale homes, smaller mom and pop builders, or the big ones? Because I still feel like I should give you a second opinion, but in a scenario where the bigger builders are giving you preferred rates with their lender, 100% hand over the mortgage to them. It's all about getting you a better deal. But if you're doing like a mom and pop builder, or like, because in Ocala, for example, Marion Oaks, you got like 29 small custom builders. Well, not small, but smaller than the big builders. And some of them don't have deals with a preferred lender. They'll just give you the closing costs and you can use whatever lender you want, which then we'll just take those closing costs and figure out how to help you lower your fees at closing or lower your rate. And then the last thing is, how do we see these properties? Are we gonna be doing virtual appointments, or I'm making videos for you? Or are we gonna meet up in person? So that's a simple VIP buyer intake form. If you wanna get started on a sort of a pre-approval on the mortgage side, I always recommend calling me first to have a conversation, but if you just wanna get started, you just fill out the form and then there's a questionnaire, there's a hard credit check, and then there's documents that are needed. Now, if you don't want the hard credit check, you call me before, and that way we could just try to figure out, should we do like a soft pull, or you let me know how you want to do that. But when you go in there and consent to like the credit check and everything, you're consenting to a hard credit check. So don't fill it out before talking to me if you don't want a hard credit check. Calendar here, where you can kind of like pop in here and pick a date and pick a time. You can kind of see all the way till 9:30, but I'm open till 10. So if you want to call me at 10 p.m., just call me directly. You got my number. Or if you want to pop in here and put like a calendar event, then we'll be scheduled there. That syncs up with my calendar. So if I'm at showings and stuff, if they're in my calendar, if they're not like a spur of the moment showing, that should sync up with my actual calendar there. Now, this is going to be super cool here. On the mortgage side, we have a little mortgage calculator here.
where you'll be able to like fill in some things here. You'll see purchase options. If you want to do refinance, I also do refinances. Renting versus buying, you can put like different things here to play with this. And then we have investment loans and everything. Now, if you want to apply, this will take you to the same link that the other place did. That's going to be there. And then we're going to have the playlist for different cities. So for example, we have Ocala, Denellen, Kissimmee, Orlando, St. Cloud. You'll be able to see multiple videos in all those areas. Some of these homes, most of these homes, you know, eventually go under contract. So sometimes somebody will inquire on a video that's like 2 months old, and that home might not be available anymore, but some of those are homes that builders build frequently. So there's still value in seeing some of these videos, I would say. If you like a specific floor plan, let me know. Because there's only like a few builders that are like, oh, I'm leaving the area, like I'm building one last house. Most of the other ones have like several options as well, and future ones that might be coming. And we could also try to get a custom built home from the builder if you would like. So you'll see all the different playlists here. I have a bunch of more cities, I just didn't put all of them here. You'll see sample client videos. If you're in a scenario where we're gonna work remotely and you're in a different state or a different country, you'll be able to see here some of the videos that I do for some of the clients to kind of give you an idea of like how I do the videos. And in some scenarios, you'll see that.
Hey Roxanne, hey Keith, it's me, Joe.
And I'll get you guys some drone footage. Some scenarios when the drone's not with me, then I'll just get you a regular walkthrough. So it's like, sometimes you'll get drones, sometimes you won't. And this is an example of a recent video that I just did. And you can kind of see I got the drone in the air, and then I go through the
Looks like you're on the corner a lot, so you have all that land over there.
In a scenario where you want to work remotely,
and I wanted to get you guys like a view of like all the surroundings.
All the realtors might just send you properties and show you photos.
Some houses next door and across the street.
House, try to get the aerials, walk through the entire house for you, get all the lights on, all the doors open. I'm gonna try to be as detailed as possible for those walkthroughs. And then if you want to see my second channel, where it's just more professional video walkthroughs, I would say, without me talking much, this is the second channel here. Got a few subscribers there. We're on our way to like 7,000 on the main channel and like a good 34 over here. So more people like the longer videos, but for those of you who want the shorter videos, you can go there. Contact card here, YouTube channel here, home search site. When I set you up on the VIP list, you're gonna have access to my home search site. And if you don't wanna actually do it that way and you wanna browse yourself, then you can actually just go to my home search site and you can bookmark it. And you can create a portal here and everything. So as you're saving properties, you can get, you know, your list of saved properties. You can filter price, bedroom, bathroom, home type, and a bunch more other filters. And on the top right, you're gonna have your favorites. So let's say we're looking at this property here. You can kind of look at the photos, look around. This one looks good, it has a fence. And if you wanna favorite it, you'll click there. If you wanna tour this home, you can click there. If you want like a virtual tour from me, or if you want to call me directly, it's my phone number there, or ask questions there. You'll be able to see some information here, like a description. Sometimes they're very lengthy, sometimes they're very short and sweet like this. You can expand here for additional home features, such as who the listing agent is and their office phone number, which you do not want to call them. You want to call me so I can work for you. You don't want to work with them. You'll be able to see information about the lot, the community, everything down here. Then on the bottom, another mortgage calculator on my website, a map right here, additional properties in the area as well. So that's gonna be an overview of the property and some of the numbers and some resources as well. Let me know if you found any value in this video. I know a lot of the other YouTube realtors just make it short and sweet. They'll show you the home, they'll do like the B-roll, but I wanna make sure that I walk you through this journey on what this process looks like. Talking about numbers, employers, all sorts of things like that. But that's pretty much it for this video, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.